Tighten up. Man, what's good, y'all? Man, I've been watching all over social media. Let me go ahead and go on record and say the Tennessee Titans did an outstanding job, but they could have went supremely viral if they would have had professional coverage with their media team, especially with having Jeff Fisher and Eddie George and former players back, Cam Ward and Jeff Simmons unveiling the jerseys. If they would have did like a nice rollout live stream, they could have went viral. But nonetheless, for all of us Tennessee Titan fans that are not in the state of Tennessee, these are nice, man. Like, this is definitely a different edition. A little bit of the old, a little bit of the new. The cornerstones of the Titans that they want to build around: Cam Ward, Jeffrey Simmons, Pro Bowler rookie Chimere Dike. I love the small, subtle Titans on the blue, Tennessee on the white with the white helmets. A lot of people wanted the red face mask. But I think like them having like the red sleeves and red cleats, red gloves will set it off. It's interesting to see when they do the Nike rivalry series. Will the color rush versions of the Titans jersey be navy? So if they have like a super cold navy inverse of this white uniform for rivalry, it's gonna be so nice. I just love the fact that one says Titan and the other says Tennessee. Just giving you a little bit of a difference in the jersey with the 3 stars on the back of the jersey. The rings like the old school socks, but it's nice and clean. It's something different. And let me get on the big screen. For all of the people who are upset about the Flames being gone, they complain about it looks like too much like the Oilers, that they want this, they want that, they want this. Some of y'all are going to complain no matter what Amy does, no matter what the Titans do. They could go get the best coaching staff possible to assemble. They could sign 50 free agents a day. They could get everybody that you could possibly want in the NFL draft. They could build a new stadium and release new jerseys with new logos, and have Kyle Brandt there and bring back every Titan legend on earth and do everything possible. Mike Keith could start back calling the Titans games. I promise some of y'all would not be happy. Some of y'all would not be happy. For those of us that are Titan fans, tighten up. For the ones that's not, just go ahead and just get on the Patriot bandwagon and just go over with Mike Vrabel to the New England Patriots and get you a Patriots jersey and turn in all your Tennessee Titans stuff. Matter of fact, send it to me and I'll clean it and upcycle it and show y'all how to wear it. Since y'all don't like nothing, y'all be unhappy with everything the Titans do. Definitely nice. Cam and Big Jeff front and center. Big Jason, y'all definitely got Mike Evans. That was a huge get. And y'all got Greenlaw back. But Ocho, man, I think the navy blue is coming back at a Nike rivalry. So like, just imagine instead of a blackout, they pull out the navy blues in a rivalry game or something. Like, definitely would be cold. Tennessee Titans to get any primetime games last year. Imagine new stadium, new jerseys, new players, new coaching staff, new attitude, and we pull out the navies on primetime. It's gonna be spicy, cuz. Barbershop Los, what's good, my boy? How you been? Like the guitar string stripes, I love it. It's just a little something. It's the subtle changes that I like. You say you already got the white war jersey. Yeah, that white is cold. I just know Unc is Unc. Unc is gonna get beer, coffee, wing sauce, and chips and salsa and hot chicken grease on white. I cannot do white. I got a white Chris Johnson but I never wear it because I know I'm gonna get it dirty. That's personally why y'all always see me in colored Titan jerseys, because I can't keep white clean. Tristan, tighten up. Yes, we're excited for Robert Saleh and Brian Daboll and White Cotton keeping Bones Fossil, all the coaching staff we've brought in, Big Jason, because everybody was so certain. Let me go to the big screen. Everybody was so certain that we was going to get Matt Nagy and have a bad free agent class and have a bad draft class, and Cam Ward's going to turn into, Care's going to turn into a pumpkin. And then we went out and landed a bunch of the coaches that everybody was after, and then everybody like try to downplay it after that. Just like they try to downplay all the free agent moves we made. But we're the Tennessee Titans. We're the Titans of Tennessee, and we're used to people not giving us any respect. This Craig, bro, I love the new jerseys. They're so clean. Yeah, I think the rivalry jerseys are gonna be Navy. But I mean, Chimere DK said in this. See, I like how it got the Tennessee across, and then it's got the. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are just crispy, bro. They're definitely futuristic. And for the people that's like, oh, it's the Oilers, like, bro, like, find you a new team, bro. I'm so sick of them. Find you a new team. Find you a new team. Find you a new team. And on top of the New Jerseys, shout out to my dog Teron Davenport. He shared that out. And then if you go to the Tennessee Titan page, and this is what they wrote about it. Nashville, Tennessee, the Tennessee Titans and Nike revealed the club's newest uniform, a design that blends heritage, music, and modern performance into a bold expression of Tennessee pride. Centered around the franchise's iconic Columbia blue, the new look honors the organization's past while embracing the energy of Nashville and the future of Titans football. The new uniform celebrates the identity of Tennessee, said Tennessee leadership in a statement. It's rooted in the past but designed for the next generation of Titans. The jersey features a classic white block numbers trimmed in Titans red, reinforcing the timeless strength of football's traditional aesthetics. Across the chest, a clean Titans word mark creates a powerful focal point that reflects the pride of the entire state. Subtle stars near the sleeves reference the three grand divisions of Tennessee, uniting the fans in the East, Middle, and West Tennessee under one banner. A unique sleeve stripe pattern draws inspiration from the strings of a guitar, a nod to Nashville's identity as a music city. The parallel lines evoke both the rhythm of the city and the speed of the Titans' new high-powered offense. I added that. Y'all like that, huh? The details reflect the soul of Nashville, Nike designers explain. From the guitar-inspired striping of the Columbia blue heritage color, every element tells a story about Tennessee. The Titans will debut the uniform during the upcoming season as the next chapter in the franchise's evolving identity. Very, 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 very nice, very classy Tennessee Titans. And then if you go to the Titans page, you got the new logo. This is the new logo for the Tennessee Titans without the flames. You know, there's a lot of renditions of this flying around the internet. It didn't matter. I like the new changes. You know, this is the new look Tennessee Titans. This is the reason why they didn't trade Jeffrey Simmons. They needed that cornerstone piece as a new chapter begins. Oh, is the stadium going to erupt? The first touchdown pass from Cam Ward to Chimere Dike in the new Titans uniform. These are definitely cold. My dog Cedric Gray is over there. This is the home blue. The Titans of Tennessee, man. This is real pressure, Dom. I'm with you if your team is old enough to have history and uniforms, whatever, bring it back to modernize it. I like them old gold / blue alternatives from the St. Louis days. I mean, Los, that's like in 10 years, if the Rams brought back like the actual Ram helmet with the blue and gold and like a rivalry throwback, that would be cold, bro. Like, it's the vintage piece. Like, people spend $50 or $100 for a vintage t-shirt, then your team drops vintage uniforms and you get mad. You like the font? Yeah, the font is kind of tough because it's kind of like it almost look military. So amazing. Definitely a fresh look. Corey D. It's cold-blooded, man. It's cold-blooded. Titans and Oilers are finally won. Definitely, man. Definitely. Said Houston big mad. Man, look, Texans fans, when y'all win a divisional playoff game after another quarter century goes by, then holler at me. Big Joe, we feeling good, man. What y'all think about these new unis, man? Like, I must say, like, seeing Cam Ward throwing the football. Cam Ward lost a little bit of weight. You know what I'm saying? Wan'Dale Robinson, Jermaine Johnson, John Franklin Myers, all the new signees in the building. And we ain't even got to the new signees we got. Oh yeah, Corey, you know I'm definitely gonna be in the city this year. Definitely popping up. Like, I love the guitar string on the sleeve. That's like a nice little, like, they gotta drop some fire Nike socks with that guitar string on it, like the old school classic-ish. You know? And see, people talk about like the navy is gone. The navy is just, the two-tone blue is just like, the red is just like a little bit more part of the uniform than the navy, but that navy is still there, bro. Like, and see how they got like the Oiler, the 3 stars, the old Titan Flames, and then the new Titan together. Is really like a big mix between all of them. These are the Titans of Tennessee, man. If you don't like it, who cares? All right, now let's look at some of the moves that the Tennessee Titans have made. No more fires. Them all whites is clean, dog. All right, so look, these are the newest moves. All right, last year, Robert Saleh played against the Tennessee Titans, and we had Kendall Brooks. Shout out to Kendall Brooks. Great, incredible story. Mans was working at Pizza Hut and wound up being on the Tennessee Titans and playing a starting at safety. We had Kevin Winston, Xavier Woods, all the safeties went down, and we had like Sanusi Kane, Eric Hallett. We was like way down the depth chart, and they said not this year. They go get Tony Adams and Jared Reed. Well, they already got Jared Reed off of Seattle last year. He was the guy we picked up off the Seahawks, and then you add in Tony Adams. Tony Adams had been with Saleh before, and Jared Reed, a guy that the Seahawks did not want to let go, but we wound up snatching up. So you wind up adding like 2 quality depth level safeties to go with Kevin Winston Jr. with Imani, since they cut Xavier. And I expect on the practice squad for them to probably keep Mike Brown and Kendall Brooks on the practice squad. So like, Titans adding more depth today. And also we now have, we don't have fullbacks. A lot of teams are signing fullbacks across the league. Tennessee Titans always have 4 running backs and 4 tight ends. So Kylan Granson 6'2", 240-pound move vertical tight end to go with David Martin Robinson. I think between Granson and David Martin Robinson, that will be the person playing that Chig role, that motion tight end. There's more of a slot tight end, kind of off the edge of the line of scrimmage. A little bit less in run blocking, but a little bit more in mobility and pass catching. So Titans adding more depth. I just think that looking at the way that they're approaching this is they're just approaching this like they're not going to come into any spot on the roster where they don't have a bunch of depth that they feel good about that they could grow in the system. So now we still have Ridley, Chimere DK, Wan'Dale Robinson, Alec Aomana, Bryce Oliver, and Xavier Restrepo, and whoever we draft or pick up as undrafted or to come into camp with. I would have liked to see them grab another running back. Obviously, we have Tony Pollard and Tajay on their last years, and Kalel Mullins. Julius Chestnut is probably gone. Seeing Chris Rodriguez go to the Jags. Brian Robinson out of Alabama that was on the Commanders and the 49ers will be a nice addition to this rotation of running backs. Even if we plan on drafting somebody, I think you got to add if the game plan is to add quality depth all the way around. And I think within 24 hours, I would love to hear them say that they re-signing Kevin Zeitler or bringing Wyatt Teller in at right guard. And that would, because I've been hearing some rumblings that Dabo thinks that Schlotman can be the starting center. And if that's the case, I would like for them to put Jackson Slater and start grooming him for center and truly force the hand and then let Cordell Volson, Garrett Dillinger, Wyatt Teller, or Kevin Zeitler fight for that right guard spot. But now it would truly say with Crenshaw Dixon, and then if they bring Oli Udoh back, you truly looking at a team that's like has a full roster that we could go into camp with without the draft. So the draft would truly be 9 picks, plus if we trade Will Levis, 10 selections, plus undrafted guys that you could add to the 53 to say you could truly go best player available. Interesting that they haven't picked up any linebackers. I really think that maybe they think James Williams can turn the corner in year 3 to be that all over the field linebacker. He definitely has the athletic ability to. Just cop the blue war jersey, can't keep the white clean. First game wings gonna kill it. Man, that's what I he said $178 later. Tighten up. Yo, Tristan, that's what I said. I can't do the white. The white is crispy clean. I just can't do the white. Tennessee Titans Instagram page is posting a bunch of content. The old jerseys are better. Well, keep your old jerseys. Like, hey, cutting trim, let me tell you something. You know what happens when your team has history, and has classic Oilers jerseys, and has the hybrid Tennessee Oiler jerseys that I have that's back on the wall back here that look like how the Texans colors look now. And then you had the Eddie George days, and then you had the Vince Young era from the Reebok to the Puma all the way to the Nike to when they switched it up in 2018 and brought in another new look in the Mariota days. And then now we have a new look. Guess what? Just because they drop a new jersey don't mean you have to get rid of your Oilers. Don't mean you got to get rid of your Puma or your Reebok or your 2018s or the ones you got now. Guess what? You can keep your old jerseys. You're not on the field. You don't have to wear it. For some of y'all, they could have made the most perfect jersey on earth and you still would complain. They literally have a jersey that has the whites have Tennessee on it, the blues have Titan. You got some of the old with the new. Then if they drop a navy version for Nike rivalry to put to bed everybody's frustration about the two-tone blue, then what are you gonna say? I guess we should stay in the old Nissan Stadium and not go into the new stadium. I guess we should call Malik Willis and Ryan Tannehill and Mason Rudolph back to come play for us instead of the new players. Like, Let's call Brian Callahan back. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring back Cole Anderson and Nick Holtz and Bill Callahan instead of Robert Saleh and Dabo and White. I don't know. For some of y'all, like y'all would not appreciate anything the Tennessee Titans do. That's my honest opinion. If you don't like the new jerseys, don't buy them. Wear your old ones. And you'll still be a Titan fan if you have your old Titan jersey on. It feels fresh, Ocho, man. And then I've been wanting to say something, but Shabba Buddha is I'm a refined person, right? I'm a refined person. It took a long time. It took a long time for me to matriculate into the man I am today. Drop them crystal balls in the chat. I gotta tell y'all something. I can look at some of y'all profile pictures on Facebook or social media. Those of y'all that have enough courage to have your actual picture on your profile, like I do on all my profiles. I can go look at some of y'all, the way y'all dress and the way y'all wear y'all clothes, y'all suits and y'all polo shirts and y'all haircuts, the way you wear your hat and the way you lace up your sneakers. I can't exactly trust some of y'all when it comes to fashion anyways. Some of y'all have -0 drip and no style about yourself. I don't think we care if you don't like the new jerseys. And I look on the page and I don't see a single picture on your profile that I think you're dressed nice. No disrespect. I could literally just think like, this is not a styled out person, right? Like I wouldn't find a person with a bad haircut and ask them who their barber is. No more than I'd say if Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titan players look good and feel good and play good in the jerseys, why would I have somebody who has -0 style in their life and nothing about them is stylish? If they complain about the jerseys and the way they look, it's probably a good idea that I wear that jersey because that person has no style anyways. I mean, listen. Y'all ever thought of that? Like a person saying the jerseys don't look good and then you go look at their profile picture and you're like, I've never seen a picture of them where they dress nice. Why would I care if that person says they don't look good or not? I know how I'm going to look in the jersey. You know, it's like it's like, no disrespect, some four sitting on the couch saying like, I don't like the way Selma Hayek's dress look. Like, you're not gonna look like Selma Hayek in that dress. Who cares what you think about Selma Hayek's dress? You see what I'm saying? So like, yeah, if we being honest, like we have to consider the source. That's what we do in the state of Alabama. I know I'm a Tennessee Titan fan, and I was born on the Tennessee River. The Tennessee River goes through my hometown. I have as many family members in Tennessee and Mississippi as I do in Alabama. But I'm just saying that maybe we should do what us Alabamians say is consider the source. I mean, T-Town Brown, it's a segment of the fan base that like, no matter what the Titans do, they would complain. Like if Steve McNair, rest in peace, if his spirit was to float down and approve of everything they was doing, it's some people that still would disagree. You know, it's like you have Jeff Fisher back, you have Eddie George back, they got a band, do all this rollout, and people would still complain. Like the Tennessee Titans could trick everybody and draft Jeremiah Love and Ruben Bain in the first round, and people would still be like, well, I wish they would have got David Bailey instead of Ruben Bain. It's like, that's the type of stuff. Like, I know some troll pages said that Jay Jettis wanted to trade since Kyler Murray is in the Vikings. And I know that's a troll page. That's not real. Tennessee Titans could literally trade and get Jay Jettis on the team, and they'd be like, well, they should have got Jamar Chase instead of Jay Jettis. It's like, this is the type of stuff that the Titan fan base will be frustrated about. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's with all due respect. I'm not even trolling right now. Some of y'all are just like, wouldn't be happy with anything that happens. He said they look like the Dolphin jerseys. How does this look like a Dolphin jersey? I'm confused. Like, how could you see this and think Miami Dolphins? Like where are you getting Miami? The white? Is it too white for you? Like, bro, I'm not listening to nothing else you say, bro. Like, literally not one single other word. Like, you're just talking. Whine about everything. People is reflecting, bro. Like, where do you look at this and think Miami Dolphins? Most people think Oilers when they see that, and they think, man, they took the old Oilers and they archived it and they merged it with the Tennessee Titans, and it's the Tennessee Oilers, but it's really the Tennessee Titans because the franchises are the same thing. Like, people would still complain about this. Like, they put the Music City guitar strings on the sleeve with the 3 stars, and they got one that says Titans and one that says Tennessee, and then you got the subtle navy and red throughout with the Columbia blue and the white. I just don't understand. Now, if you said, like, I wanted red face mask instead of the white face mask, I could say, okay, that's not nitpicking, that's not hating on it, that's just saying I would like to see how it would look if they had a red face mask. I could go for that. But there's the other stuff, man. Y'all just be talking, bro. Mono, talk to me. Like, some people just complain about no matter what the Tennessee Titans do, bro. Like, if I would have told y'all at the end of the season last year, when Mike McCoy was talking about he wanted to interview for the job, and we just ended another 3-14 season with Brian Callahan gone, Cam Ward gets hurt on the last game of the season, and everybody's holding their breath to see how bad the injury is. If I told you in the offseason that we were getting Robert Saleh and Brian Daboll would be the offensive coordinator with White Cotton, and we were retaining Bones Fossil, and if I told you that without getting rid of Snead and without getting rid of Ridley, they're both still Titans technically right now, that if we was going to get Alontae Taylor, Cordell Flott, John Franklin Myers, Solomon Thomas, Jordan Elliott, Josh Williams, Tony Adams, re-sign Jarek Reed, add Jacob Martin in, all on defense before we hit the draft, and to tell you that we still have $50 million without cutting Pollard, Snead, or Ridley, you would think that, like, I was lying to y'all. And y'all know, some of y'all day one people that OGs be in the shop know how many times I showed this screen and was like, man, can we get Kayvon Thibodeau? Could we add in this person? Man, it would be crazy if we got Tariq Woolen, Alontae Taylor, or Jalen Watson, but I don't think we can get him. Then we get the coach that these players want to come play for. Y'all know I've been talking about Josh Williams gazillion months ago. All these players I thought we couldn't get. When you look up on the board and we got a whole bunch of them, we have a full 2 deep outside of what we're going to do at guard center. And we got 9 draft picks before we make any trades. And we haven't even had to cut anybody yet. I literally sat there and said, like, tight end 1 for me would be getting Cade Otton. But if we got Bellinger, I wouldn't be mad. Then we get Bellinger and then add Granson. And we still haven't made it to the draft yet. I told y'all we was going to trade Will Levis and he was going to have draft capital this year because the quarterback market looks so bad. I told y'all Kyler Murray was going to be on the Vikings. How many months ago I sat on this stream and told y'all Kyler Murray was going to be on the Vikings? I told y'all that before anybody even had an inkling to think of it. Like, how many of these people did I literally call? Did I not say they're probably going to bring back Bryce Oliver or Van Jefferson? Van Jefferson got hurt and he's over. You bring back Bryce Oliver because he's younger and he's better on special teams. Like literally, we're sitting here thinking like, which receiver are we gonna get? Alec Pierce or Wan'Dale? Can we get Wan'Dale under between 15 to 18? We get him between 15 to 18. Like everything that we said we was gonna. We're literally sitting here calling all these shots. In some kind of way, the Titans have pulled off things that nobody thought they could pull off. They've dropped new jerseys, new uniforms, and people are still complaining, bro. I've never seen nothing like it. The definition of ungrateful. And I think it's the part that's Tennessee Volunteer fans that are Titan fans too, in the state of Tennessee, because y'all got rid of Phillip Fulmer and y'all had Peyton Manning and then win with Peyton Manning, and then Peyton Manning goes to the Colts and beats Tennessee ass for 10 years and but goes on to be a Hall of Famer. And then we turn around and the Tennessee Volunteers ain't won a championship since T. Martin a gazillion umpteen years ago, since y'all ran off Phil Fulmer. I think it's that section of the Titan fan base that are Tennessee Volunteer fans that bring that dumbass attitude into the fan base. Because I just happen to be a Tennessee Titan fan that liked the Oilers as a kid with Warren Moon. And when it came to Nashville, they got Steve McNair. It was a no-brainer for me being born in a hospital on the edge of the Tennessee River in Alabama. Now, I've got to watch Nick Saban kick ass for 20 years, so I know what a good program looks like. So I definitely can't listen to any of the Homer Tennessee part of the fan base that allowed the biggest media members in Tennessee's media to be people who aren't Tennessee Titan fans to troll y'all all day. Sorry. That's actually why I started making Titan content outside of playing video games and playing them with them on Madden, which I was known for. Is I just decided, like, man, I need to hear somebody make some Titan content that I can relate to and agree with. And hopefully that's why some of y'all is here. And then our extended part of our community is Cowboy fans and Jaguar fans and Texan fans and Colt fans and Cardinal fans, and we have Rams fans. Like, I welcome everybody in the shop, and I'm unbiased. I'm not biased about any of the sports things we talk about. You want a baby blue face mask? I don't think the baby blue face mask will fly. How'd they get on Kick, man? Let me ask you this. When I first seen the white, I liked it, but it made me think about the Buffalo Bills white jersey. Now I'm not saying I don't like it. I love it. I'm just asking, do you think the white looks like Buffalo's white? Again, I love the jerseys. But I mean, like, when you think about like Cowboys white, Buffalo Bills white, Tennessee Titan white, any team that has predominant blue, like even when the Chargers wear their white with the powder blues, they all kind of look similar. That's the same reason why, like, if you play Madden, you both don't wear white jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Like, Alabama's white and Ohio State's white. Like, a lot of teams that got similar colors, whites are going to look, you know, Oklahoma's white with Alabama's white. Like, classic white's a classic white. But I think, to be fair, to answer your question, because I'm not a duck, when you look at this jersey, them putting a guitar string with the red and then having the navy blue in with the stars on the back, and then having, you know, to me, it's not like the Bills, because it's they added some different subtle aspects of it that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can only do the same jerseys for so long. To me, coming from the last set of jerseys we had, like the Mariota era jerseys, these jerseys are way better. The Vince Young jerseys, like, I like these. I think people are trying to get used to how the Titans look with not having a predominant navy blue uniform. But I'm telling you, when they do them rivalry games and they drop that navy blue, I ain't trying to hear y'all double down and backtrack once y'all see them fire navy blue rivalries. Q was popping. New Jersey's fire, bro. Tighten the cover. Talk that talk, mano. I just be being honest, man. Like I see the way people go about doing stuff. I'm just like, bro, what are y'all on? He said Titans IG going crazy. Okay, let me pull it up. It's just the second time you said it, and I don't want to. Shaba Buddha is not smarter or bigger or better than my audience. What the? Okay. That's crazy. How is my Instagram? Oh no. How am I logged out of my IG? I think they've been sending a lot of security stuff out. TBH. I got an authentication app though. If y'all don't have an authentication app, y'all should get one. What all it does is like, instead of sending you a text message, it just goes to you just go to the app and it gives you your okay. Wow. Okay. Wait. Ocho Man is onto it. Okay, look. Okay, this is fire, bro. This is fire. If this don't get you fired up, if this don't make you excited, bro, come on, man. This don't get you hype. This don't get you hype. My goodness, Cameron. Oh, bro, look at the headband that Cedric Gray got on. The headband is sold me. That navy blue headband with the T. Stop it. Gunnar Helm got it on too. He said they changed the music for the player intros. Oh my God, bro. Like, the headband is too lit. Y'all know me, man. I gotta have the band Diggity, man. Now they know. Hey, listen, this is a family-friendly show, Nashville, Tennessee. You did not have to put the cakes on here. They caught me slipping. I'm looking at the players, and then all of a sudden, I see tan back dimples and some cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Hey, somebody in the media part is wild for that. Somebody in the media department is wild for that. Look at the helmet. The helmet got the guitar stripes on the top of it, just like on the side of the jersey. Definitely cold, bro. Definitely cold. And see, like the front of the helmet say Titans with the navy blue, and then if y'all seen Cam Ward, the back of the helmet say Tennessee. Like, to me, the people that's crying saying this looks too much like Houston, bro. The navy blue Tennessee on the back of the navy blue Titans with the navy blue strings. All they like, bro. This is just crucial, bro. Like, they just cutting up right now. Get Cam. Yo, listen, man. The baby, he holding the baby with the old flame hats on. Ocho made the cake. They got my dog out here with the Music City Miracle. Got the old school Reebok windbreaker. Javon Curse. My boy still got that same Titan hat on too. Hey, that daddy a bona fide Titan fan, man. Oh, my dog done turned into a granddaddy now with the new Titan hat on. Cam Ward coming out the back. Ah, that's crazy. Bro, and people hating on this. Media department, man, you got me again, man. Yeah, media department, you got me again, man. This is tough right here, bro. Having all the players like characters, bro. This is like so mean, bro. Bro, that bandana that Cedric Gray got on, bro. It's just like, you got, bro, if they come out with like Navy accessories, dog. Come on, G. Oh my God, bro. This is just look at the stitching, man. Look at the stitching, bro. This right here, the we over me mentality, that's tough, bro. It's the subtle things, man. It's the like your coach say in high school, man. It's the details, man. It's the details. Bro, this is crazy. This is nuts, man. Like, Dom, you know I gotta put the bandiggity on, man. Like, the bandana, forget the jersey, bro. The bandana is the first thing that I gotta have. Yo, peep it when Chimere Dike put his hand up and you can see the 3 stars on the jersey right there. The 3 stars on the jersey, people was thinking the 3 stars was gonna be bigger, but the 3 stars like subtly under there is like really gives it a bigger pop, bro. Bro, this right here was too crazy live, bro. Some people went live that weren't supposed to go live, but I appreciate them. The font cold too. This too tough, bro. This too tough, bro. This too tough. Yo, my dog got the jump, man. Cedric Gray. Oh my goodness, man. You still think Love at the top of Bane after listening to you seeing what we're doing? I mean, I want Love. Today pushed us. Yesterday pushed us away from Love. Today made us closer to Love. I don't know if y'all seen Ruben Bain working out, but I seen Ruben Bain working out, and I would not be mad if they took Ruben Bain. I'm sorry. Like, it at the end of the day, like, Jeremiah Love can be a generational running back that makes the offense explosive in a different way than it hasn't been since like Derrick Henry's prime when AJ got there in 2020. Adding Ruben Bain to what they've already put out there with Jeff Simmons, John Franklin Myers, Solomon Thomas, Jordan Elliott, Femi Oladejo, Jermaine Johnson, in the depth level players that they added today, and still having so much money. Like, I think people I still miss. We signed the best punter on the market and brought back Joey Slide and added all these pieces, and the Titans still have $50 million to spend without cutting Pollard, without cutting Snead, without cutting Ridley. They still have $50 million. Like, this is the crazy part about it. You know, like, if they was to blow $10 million on Wyatt Teller or Kevin Zeitler, they would be in position to do whatever they wanted to do. You know, Jermaine Johnson, Femi Oladejo, Jacob Martin, Jalen Herrera, Jeff Simmons, John Franklin Myers, Solomon Thomas, Jordan Elliott. I mean, our practice squad right now is Malik Herring, Ali Gay, Truman Jones. Like, this is without the draft. So, I mean, the question just boils down to, like, are you going to stack Femi and Jermaine Johnson together and put Ruben Bain on the other side and say it's like Ruben Bain on one side with Femi, and then Jermaine Johnson and Jacob Martin rotating on the other side? You know what I'm saying? Like, or are you saying I'm gonna take Arvell Reese or David Bailey and stack them within that group? You know, like, or are you gonna say I'm gonna cut Tony Pollard, put $7 million back in my pocket, and go Jeremiah Love, Tajay Spears, Khalil Mullins? Hopefully they sign Brian Robinson at running back to have another veteran running back if they do get rid of Pollard. But then you're talking about like Love, Ward, Wan'Dale Robinson, Chimere DK, Calvin Ridley, A.O. Monter, Bryce Oliver, Restrepo. That's without the draft. That ain't if you get Chris Brazel or Jacoby Lane or somebody, or Jeremy Bernard or Chris Bell, and add to that mix. Like, this is just as we said with Gunnar Helm, Bellinger, Granson, and David Martin Robinson, because we don't run fullbacks. We'll have 4 tight ends. Like, they put themselves in position that you could legitimately see them saying, I want to add Jeremiah Love and cut Pollard. You can legitimately see them saying, we're going to cut Calvin Ridley June 1st designation and put $16 million back in our pocket, and we're going to put Carnell Tate with Wan'Dale, Chim DK, A.O. Monter, Bryce Oliver, and Restrepo, and sign another and draft another running back late, and then hope you get a Kyle Monangai. You know what I'm saying? Like, by them adding Jarek Reed and Tony Adams today, you can see them going Sonny Styles and saying, we're going to push Dorian Mousey out and push Cody Barton into the background and have Sonny Styles with Cedric Gray in the middle. You can see them saying, you know what? We got Josh Williams, Cordell Fly, Alante Taylor, Marcus Harris. We're going to cut L'Jarius Sneed, and we're going to walk Kevin Winston down into the nickel on early downs or third downs. We're going to put Caleb Downs back here deep with Monty. Like, you can see all these things, whoever they think the best player available is at 4. And also, something that most people don't talk about that much. You can see this being them putting themselves in position to trade back like the Browns did last year. Even though I think the Cardinals would trade out before the Titans in front of us with a more valuable pick at 3. If the Titans was to trade out of 4 and still stay in the top 10 and pick up another 1 or 2 swings in the top 100 in the next 2 years, you could easily see them. I mean, the Browns dropped 3 spots from 2 to 5 last year and picked up the Jaguars' first round pick and another top 100 pick. Now, if you're talking about doing something like that and they already have 9 draft selections, and if they trade Will Levis, they'll have 10. Bro, if they come into the draft with 10 draft selections and they trade back out of 4, like, you can see this roster going on overload. Like, they finally put themselves in position to have options to where you're not just forced to have to take whatever you think we don't need. Best player available, Ocho, man. Love gonna be on the cover of Madden one day. So you don't think the two-tone or the powder blue or the jerseys are better? The Dolphins have white face masks as well. I mean, we're counting the number of teams who have white face masks. They do not look like the Dolphins jerseys, bro. If we pick Bane at 4, do we keep Tony Pollard? It's a good question. Tony Pollard will be on a contract year. Tajay Spears is on a contract year. Khalil Mullins will be healthy for year 2. I think if you're going to keep Tony Pollard and garage Tajay and Tony's last year out, I think a lot of people like Mike Washington, a lot of people like Coleman. I personally like Nick Singleton, Henry out of UTSA, and I like Taylor from Virginia. You got to draft a late round back to add into the rotation, or you got to pick up Brian Robinson. You got to have like another solid option, because I like Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard with a good offensive line and a better offensive scheme can still be effective. The only problem is, like, Tajay hasn't never stepped up to be a full-time number 1 back, and Tony Pollard, they've been running him in the dirt the last 2 years. I don't know if Tony Pollard and Tajay will hold up this season if they get a heavy load under Dabo's system, which is gonna want to establish the run. Because, you know, you don't think of Tony Pollard and Tajay as just like up the gut, hard running backs to that extent at this point. Even though Khalil Mullins has the physical frame at like 6'2", 225, he is that type of back. But, you know, he also missed 75% of his rookie year, so who knows where they project him to go. But you would be thinking, like, with like the Pachecos, the Chris Rodriguez's, the Algiers, if the Titans wanted to go in the direction of putting like a solid back, and they didn't think to go in the draft, that they would be trying to bolster up the run game. If you look at my mock, Nate Davis, Titans gonna pick 4 times in the top 100: 4, 35, 66, and 101. Those 4 picks is gonna be a cornerback, an edge, a wide receiver, and then potentially it could be whatever they think the best player. It could be linebacker. Who knows? And we still got, that's what I'm saying, Titans still have 50 million, and they could add another 25, 30 million if they cut Pollard, Snead, and Ridley to go after even more people in free agency. And if they got like 9 to 10 draft picks, depending on what they do with Levis, like, they could package some draft picks to move up into the top 100, and instead of having 4 swings, to have 5. Last year we traded back with the Seahawks when they got Emmett Warrior and got a 3rd round pick out of it, which was Femi and Kevin Winston. It's a lot they could do. You know, if there's still the Cowboys, Chiefs, and Browns all have multiple 1st round picks, it could still be one of those teams that want to give us multiple draft picks to move up to 4 if it's a player that they really, if one of those teams badly need it. Titans put themselves in a position to where they have options now. It's been a minute since we've been able to have options. Best player available, Nate Davis. Like every time, like when you're rebuilding, if the Titans have a draft board, right? And if you to show you my last mock draft, that way, like I'm just not just you just like bro, just talking. He just saying something. I've made like 100 mock drafts, but my last mock draft where I took Jeremiah Love, I've got some with Bane too. Sometimes I'll do a mock draft and I'll let the chat say, show me a mock draft if you took Jeremiah Love. I took Jeremiah Love, Chris Brazil, Keontae Scott, Dennis Sutton out of Penn State at edge, Dalen Everett, cornerback from Georgia, Tim Keenan, defensive tackle from Bama, the center from Indiana, Pat Coogan, Marlon Klein, tight end from Michigan, and Lorenzo Styles, safety out of Ohio State. Those were my draft picks with no trade on my Jeremiah Love board. But, you know, I got seen some mocks. I've never had a mock where TJ Parker was at 35 for me to select. I can't sit here and say if I took Jeremiah Love first and TJ Parker or Zion Young was on the board at 35, it'd be hard for me to pass up looking at where you got the defense is, but who knows what more tricks they have up their sleeve. You know, like there's still a lot of free agents that's still on the board that the Tennessee Titans can add, you know, and it's still trades to be had too. It's still going to be some guys, like it's a big list of June 1st designation cuts. It's going to be some people that's like Grenard is still got to get traded. Edge rusher from the Vikings, who's a former Pro Bowler. It's going to be some people that's unhappy, you know. Roster cuts and things happen, and sometimes you just benefit by being in the Titans position of having a lot of cap space and a lot of draft picks. It's not bad to want Sonny Styles. I think to realistically get Sonny Styles, Tristan, we would have to trade out of 4. I don't think you take an inside linebacker at 4. Now, if we traded with the Chiefs and the Chiefs gave us 9 and 29 to move into 4, and we took and let's say Jeremiah Love, Ruben Bain, Arvell Reese, David Bailey, Carnell Tate, Caleb Downs is all off the board, and you picking at 9 and you get Sonny Styles, and then you have pick 29, like you're going to get one of the better receivers or cornerbacks in the draft if you so choose to pick, or edge rushers, or you could take the best interior, like Laone from Penn State is the highest graded interior lineman. You have him, you have Basantis and Pregnon. It's some really good Jennings, Dunker. Like it's gonna be some really good linemen in the draft. So it's really just gonna depend on how this plays out, especially offensively. If the Titans, I'm telling you, if tomorrow we wake up and we see Kevin Zeitler or Wyatt Teller at right guard, like that just means Jackson Slater and Slotman is gonna fight it out for center. And then you're going to have Volson and Dellinger playing in the spell roles behind Skoronski and the veteran guard that they bring in. So, you know, like it's I just think you truly got to take best player available every chance you get. And if you have depth on the board to where, like, let's say at 35, the Titans are for sure going to take a receiver. And they feel like if they trade back to 50, that either Jacoby Lane or Chris Brazil would be on the board if they wanted to say receiver. If they could trade back and get an extra 3rd round pick from trading from 35 to 50, and you were either gonna get Brazil or Jacoby Lane, you do it. If you wanted to take cornerback in the 2nd round and you get to 35 and you felt like if I trade back to 60, I could get Keontae Scott or Chris Johnson from San Diego State, then you do it. You know, if you wanted to take edge in the 2nd and said, hey, I'm torn between Zion Young and R. Mason Thomas, but if I trade back 10 spots, at least one of them will be there. I won't trip. Then that's what you do. Because last year we felt the same way about whoever was going to be edge in the 2nd. We traded from 35 and back and took Femi Oladejo. The Seahawks traded up and got Emmett Ward, but in tune we got Kevin Winston Jr. So we didn't have a 3rd round pick from the Snead trade. You wind up getting you wind up getting a starting edge and a starting safety out of one pick. The Tennessee Titans literally can do that at 4, 35, 66, or 101 if they have depth on their board of who they think best player available is. That'll be a good fit for the team. They have to consider that at every spot. Considering what Bergonzi did year one in day 3, with the Titans having a plethora, they're going to pick at like 142 and 144 on day 3. They're going to have 2 back-to-back picks. So that's another situation where when we would have had even more, if the Baltimore Ravens would have made that field goal, we would have another 4th round pick. So we probably would have picked something like 142, 144, and 160. Like we would have had more back-to-back. But, you know, that fell to a 5th round pick. But Chimere Dike, rookie Pro Bowler, Gunnar Helm broke the rookie tight end record. And then Alec Aomaner, 40 catches, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns as a rookie. You got all of them in the 4th round last year. You got to be feeling good about you going to send Bergonzi into day 3 with 5 or 6 picks, depending on if they move Levis or not, on top of what they already got in free agency and what they get in the top 100. So if they trade back in the top 100, they'll pick. They're already picking 4 times in the top 100. If they trade back in the top 100, they'll get 5 swings in the top 100 and 5 on day 3, which Marcus Harris, Jackson Slater, and Kalel Mullins is the other picks that you got on day 3. And you got Xavier Restrepo as an undrafted free agent. You know, you double dipping the chip. Like they're finally in a position to just say, at every time they get to their number called on the podium, to look at the board and say best player available. Because you want to add good football players. What they did with the 2 deep and the depth that they've added in free agency, they literally can just go in and say, let's just add, we got 9 picks, let's add 9 good football players. In our practice squad, let's get undrafted guys and guys in the 7th round that's going to challenge Bryce Oliver, that's going to challenge Oluyido and Crenshaw Dixon, that's going to challenge David Martin Robinson, that's going to challenge Kalel Mullen, that's going to challenge Jarek Reed, Tony Adams, Dorian Mausi, James Williams. Let's get guys that are going to challenge the practice squad, because the old Titans from last year, we had guys who probably are special teamers starting. So your ceiling was your floor. Now the guys that were starting are the special teamers and the floor. And that's what you want as far as depth on your team, to where like wide receiver 6 is Bryce Oliver and Restrepo. Not starting a game with Van Jefferson and Mason Kinsey starting at receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like you definitely got, like we played the Niners, we had Kendall Brooks, Sanusi Kane, and Eric Hallett at safety. Played the Seahawks with Darrell Baker Jr., Jalen Armour Davis, and Samuel Womack guarding Jackson Smith and Jigba, Cooper Kupp, and Rashid Shaheed. It's just a nightmare. That's not what you want to see. And Womack was falling all over the field. They was making him fall down. He got cut that Monday. And that's what you don't want. You want to have, like, our practice squad guys now are going to be like CJ Ravenel, James Lynch, Malik Herring, Ali Gay. Like those guys are going to be practice squad guys that were on the Truman Jones, guys that was on the field last year. Australians got to wait for a bit. Man, one of my best friends from the north side in Florence back home lives in Australia. He's married and got 2 kids. He was in the Air Force. He was in Japan and the Middle East and in Vegas. Then he wound up getting citizenship in Australia, which is crazy. North Florence, Alabama. We have 45,000 people in our city that when I was a kid, and he lives in Australia. Love and Brazil. I would faint, Nate. Offense will be lit up. I don't think they're running a 3-4 defense, so Femi and Johnson will be true DNs. No, they're running a 4-down lineman set. If you see the way I got it set up, I took nose tackle off when they traded Devondre Sweat. So you're going to have like 2 stacks. So you're going to have like Franklin Myers and Elliott with Simmons and Thomas. And then you're going to have a wide You're gonna have a wide nickel wide, which these guys are true wide edge setters, which is right up Jermaine Johnson and Femi's alley. You know, if Femi turns out to be the draft pick that they drafted him, he has all the physical talent in the world. And Jermaine Johnson, like, these are like first round. I mean, you think about it. Solomon Thomas was a first rounder. Jeffrey Simmons a first rounder. Femi a second rounder. Jermaine Johnson a first rounder. Like, these are talented players that are going to be put in this system to where they're going to have capable people like Jalen Harrell and Jacob Martin that are going to be depth guys that rotate in and just have a high motor that set the edge. When you look at the Seattle Seahawks, the way their defense performed in the playoffs, Seattle Seahawks didn't have, like, Boy Mafe got a big deal, but I mean, Big Cat and DeMarcus Lawrence, like they didn't have like no Max Crosby on the line. They didn't have no Myles Garrett. It just was a solid across the board, a good unit. And I think this unit already without the draft looks deep. So if you do go offense like a Carnell Taylor, Jeremiah Love in the first, like adding a Zion Young or Dennis Sutton or, you know, one of those type of guys that can grow into the system, I think would suffice. Because you can't solve everything in one offseason, but you can get a whole hell of a lot better than they had. Did they address the offensive line for Cam's protection? Yeah, if you watch the Titans post bye, the offensive line, J.C. Latham, I thought, got a bad rap. He went on IR the first week against the Broncos. His first game back off a hip injury, trying to block Max Crosby by himself after Bill and Brian Callahan were getting let go and demoted. After the bye week, I thought the line played pretty good. Now, they brought depth level guys in. Obviously, Crenshaw Dixon and Udo will be back, but Cordell Volson, Garrett Dellinger, Jackson Slater, a draft pick from last year that started at the end of the year. You're probably going to extend Skoronski. You got Dan Moore, and you cut Lloyd Cushenberry for a physical because he failed another physical. J.C. Latham back 100% healthy. I don't know if y'all remember how J.C. Latham came in physically to the season before his injury. J.C. Latham was like 300 pounds with a six-pack. So I believe that Austin Slotman and Jackson Slater will fight it out for center. I really wish they would have been able to retain Corey Levin there. Now, if this was Austin Stotman and Corey Levin, I would feel a whole lot better. But if they go get, they prioritize bringing Zeitler back. If they bring Zeitler or Wyatt Teller in at right guard, I'll be completely fine. I just think the offensive line, the Tennessee Titans was a top 5 rushing unit after the Callahans was gone and they promoted Luke Stocker into the run game coordinator. So with Daboll and then getting rid of Chig Okonkwo, who's not a good run blocker, and saying that you're going to have 3 6'5" tight ends that are better inline blockers into the mix, I think that they'll be much improved on the offensive line. What players think the next set unlock the biggest impact? Helm, Winston. To be honest, I think J.C. Latham has a good year this coming year. I think Chimere Dike and Ayomaner have improved years. Reason why I say that is, like, if you just really think about the first half of the season with Callahan, Chimere Dike was running that stupid orbit motion all the way around the formation. And they was running bubble screens to Tyler Lockett and trying to force feed the ball to Calvin Ridley. He was having struggles with drops in the first part of the season before he got hurt. And then Van Jefferson, you know, obviously he's not running bubble screens to Van Jefferson. Bryce Oliver was hurt most of the year. They did not use Restrepo at all. I think once they figured out that Chimere Dike is a 4.3 speed and he was at the top of the league in all-purpose yards, probably week 7 or 8 they start trying to get him the football. Imagine if week 1 you know that Chimere Dike is a Pro Bowler and he can make people miss, and he's dynamic with the football in his hand. Imagine Chimere Dike with a higher workload where they actually try to get him the ball. Wan'Dale Robinson is the best slot wide receiver we've had in Nashville since Khalif Raymond. So, we going back 5 or 6 years and thinking about Tyler Boyd, thinking about Chester Rogers, Kyle Phillips. Nobody that they put in the slot. They brought Tyler Lockett last year. Tyler Lockett had 7 catches for 70 yards for the Titans. His best play was recovering a fumble in the end zone in the Cardinal game. So, I mean, you think about like adding Wan'Dale to the slot and Chimray and Ailmonier being in a 3 wide receiver stack with Gunnar Helm with an actual offensive coordinator that knows what he's doing. I think like this is without the draft. I think it already increases. But imagine putting Jeremiah Love in the mix, like I just said, with another receiver that can dunk on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think improvement. I think J.C. Latham will have a good year. I think Chimray Dike will have a more productive year as a pass catcher. Gunnar Helm obviously will get a better workload being tight end 1. But I don't expect Gunnar Helm to just go crazy. I think the tight end unit as a whole is better and will be pretty productive as a unit, run blocking and pass catching. I think Femi will have a good year too. He was starting to catch on before he got hurt. I think Robert Saleh's defense plays to his skill set, being a hard edge setter. And I can't wait to see what a good, decent set of cornerbacks like Alontae Taylor, Cordell Flott, Josh Williams, Marcus Harris, and depending on what they do is need. And I know they'll go for at least 2 more corners in the draft. So, yeah, I expect a lot of these guys to benefit from just overall a better football team. We only got one more mock before the draft. What you think about the new uniforms? I love them, say. Did I look at the new merch on the Titan website? I ain't been on there yet. Video on their YouTube. Trying to resign that. Yeah, they got Statman. Jared Reed is right here, brother. I got him. Former Seattle Seahawk. I got Jared Reed up there, man. I'm on it, Statman. Drop that Statman sticker. They selling really jerseys, so I think he gonna stay. That don't mean nothing. They gotta give him $28 million if they can't. Bro, I'm surprised though, Ocho man, that with all the teams, I don't know if y'all are Twitter guys, but let me see. I think let's see. Hold on. June 1st designation. I forgot who had it. Okay. All right, so this is a rumor account, but all these players have June 1st designations, cut candidates. I'm surprised when they dropped that list that they didn't go ahead and do that. But I mean, if you're gonna cut Red and you can't trade him and he's gonna be a June 1st designation, I guess you could go through the draft and say, like, let's say we win best player available in the draft and we didn't get any of the receivers that we really were after. And you just said, you know what, we're gonna run Red back next year with the new unit with Wan'Dale, DK, Ailmonier, and Bryce Oliver and Restrepo. And if he starts to return to the old Ridley, then you probably could trade him and get a draft pick out of him, or they may be trying to work on a deal with some team that may be in a need for Calvin Ridley. And the same would go for L'Jarius Sneed. It would be saying maybe they feel like, let's go into the draft and we can slow play it. And if we can't get what we need, we'll just keep, we'll just hold what the old people say around my way. Hold what you got. Hold what you got. He said some of the merch got my wallet itching. All right, look, I'm finna go to the Titan shop and see what he talking about. Okay. He said the new Titan shop got my wallet itching. Okay. Obviously free shipping. Let's see. Obviously the Cam Ward jerseys are flying off the shelf. That's crazy. They do got the red jerseys up there, and the Pollards, and the Spears. Man, look, Tony Pollard and Spears is on the last year of their deal. Titans just trying to make the money. It's interesting that the new hats that they got up here have the say Tennessee Titans and don't have the logo on it. The new Nike tee with the new logo on is kind of tough. This is the new era flex hat. Y'all know I'm an A-frame type of guy. Track jacket is kind of tough. I'm an A-frame hat guy. I'm not a flat bill. I'm an A-frame. This is definitely probably the hat that I would go for. Adjustable hat. This is definitely like my style right here. Definitely kind of cold. I like A-frame hats. And see, that's why I told y'all earlier, when we talking about people saying how they don't like it, if like, the terminology I'm using about whether I would get a trucker hat, an A-frame, I don't want a flat bill or a flex fit hat. You got people that's just like buy truck stop hats and t-shirts for Tennessee Titans trying to tell you they don't like the way the Titans gear look. You cannot trust them, bro. Those are the people that tie their tennis shoes up and string them all the way up and really tight. You know what I'm saying? Real people, if you know, take the shoestring and go in the top hole and push it in the top. We don't even tie our shoes up, man. Guys, there's goofies out here trying to tell y'all how to dress. We're not listening to y'all. I'm sorry. This is definitely kind of mean for your old lady. Like this Sherpa Titan is kind of tough. Look like this classic white shirt with the Titans with the stripes. Like the classic stuff is what hit for me. I'm a classic type of dude. I don't like the way it look on that camo though. I can't hold you. I'm noticing they don't have a lot of Navy stuff off the gate. I'm telling you, when the rivalry stuff drop with that Navy, I'm gonna go crazy on lids or something. He said I got my Ward order as soon as they updated. 2 times. Uniform was leaked 2 hours before. You see Paul Kaharski going off on folks, talking about people don't have professional integrity, that the Titans trusted some people. Ooh, this red with... All right, Ocho, man, listen. This red Titan hoodie with the logo. See, people that's telling you that the new Titan stuff ain't drip. Like, bro, you get you a nice pair of actual blue jeans. It could be like the blue wash or the light blue, like acid wash, like clear cut wash jeans, white t-shirt, and like you're good to go, bro. You don't have to do nothing crazy, man. Like you can style this out with some Crocs on, bro. Like just some plain jeans with this right here. Like you really lit up. I'm a big fan of the red, like this right here. This is like the Vibe Nation champion jackets, bro. Like this is tough. This is tough, bro. Like Don't let nobody trick you out your position. This baby blue, like this might be mine, bro. Like, not even gonna lie. This jacket right here and this hoodie right here with the red with the Tennessee logo, and then the A-frame, the A-frame adjustable hat. Oh, we you know what I'm saying? We're really kind of shitting on the competition. Let me see how the polos look. Not a fan of the double stripe polos. Not a fan of it. Oh, the baby blue hoodie champion piece is tough. This right here is tough. See, somebody might not know. Like, this is drip. You know what I'm saying? When you've been doing the tricep extensions and the curls with the resistance band all summer, you've been drinking water, hitting your supplements. This t-shirt right here with a nice pair of jeans on a Friday night, that's when your girl grab under your arm when y'all walking and she kind of pull herself close. You know what I'm saying? You got this t-shirt on, your chesticles kind of popping out. You done some push-ups or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's tough. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? The baby blue, and that's kind of tough. See, I knew this right here probably would sell out. Something like that. The windbreaker jacket might be a must. The A-frame hat back there might be a must. I like this t-shirt, but Champion, y'all kind of stealing $40 for a heathered out t-shirt. That ain't even dry fit. If you put that in the washing machine a couple times, it's gonna look vintage, man. Like, give us the dry fit if you're gonna tax that much. That's a trick, y'all. If you buying merch for your team, unless you get it on clearance, get the dry fit joints or the heathered out shirts. They last longer. You get them plain cottons, you paying $50 for a t-shirt. You gonna wash it twice and it's gonna be cooked. It's gonna have the bacon neck collar. Oh, I like the classic navy. See, people bitching that the navy ain't there, the two-tone navy. That look like you on a shipyard with that thing, man. It's kind of tough, man. Don't listen to the naysayers, man. Don't listen to the naysayers, bro. Oh, that's hard. That's hard. That's hard right there. Not gonna lie, that's hard. See, this right here like some I'll rock. He said that scenario is tough, man. Hey, man, I had to call it like I see it. I'm an honest guy, man. All right, see, now you start going back into the old Titan stuff. Let me see some. Like, do they got like accessories? Come on, tell me they got the new tell me they got the new bandana that no, my friend. Newest items. Hats. Where's that bandana, bro? Y'all tricking me, man. They got us, Chad. They ain't got that bandana. Like, yo, they ain't got the bandana, man. Say it ain't so, Chad. They ain't got the bandiggity, man. Where is the bandiggity? If they don't have the bandana, they are so wrong for not having it. For me seeing Gunnar Helm and Cedric Gray with the bandana on, Where is it at? Where is it at? They got us, y'all. See, the bandana. I need that bandana, man. The bandana gonna set it off. Might have to snatch it off a player. They tricking us, Chad. They tricking us. They know that they could. They know that they could have put their bandana on the team store. All right. Definitely got my eye on a few things. Shout out to y'all chat OGs for letting us know uh what was out there. Tennessee Titans is coming up, man. Tennessee Titans is coming up. And like I said before, if you have old Oilers or old Titans gear, do not get rid of it. Keep that stuff. That stuff is going to be vintage. I bet some people who have some St. Louis Ram stuff that are Ram fans, still having the old school Ram stuff, probably be rocking some of their stuff, and people be like, "Bro, where'd you get that from?" And you're like, "Man, I ain't like y'all. I ain't jump off the wagon. I ain't get rid of my stuff. I kept it." You got Will Compton in the new Giant jersey, of course, busting with the boys, some OGs. But this definitely has been a fire shop talk. Talking about the new uniforms as well as the new players added to the roster today, with Jarek Reed being re-signed, and Tony Adams, Jacob Martin, adding in tight end Kylan Granson, a move tight end, adding in more depth. I told y'all this was not about Cam Ward. It was not about Jeffrey Simmons. It was about the new coaching staff and Mike Berganzi bringing in the best 53-man roster plus practice squad he could possibly assemble. And so far, we just talking about quality players and quality depth. I told y'all when I seen PK put out that piece on his pod talking about the best Titan players aren't the big splash signings. It's the solid guys that get signed, that stay with the team the life of the contract, and wind up being solid contributors to what the Titans become. So it's gonna be interesting to see any more moves they make in free agency, depending on who is left out there, if there are any trades, if it heats up. And before we get out of here, we do have to talk about Kyler Murray to the Vikings and what that means. I told y'all Kyler Murray was going to the Vikings a long time ago. I could just see the writing on the wall. The Colts fans are a little upset about Danny Dimes holding them for ransom. What is bargain bin Ballard doing? Letting Daniel Jones grab their roster and hold them hostage. They did the same thing in New York. They paid Daniel Jones, and you lose Saquon Barkley and more talent. And then they're doing the same thing in Indianapolis. You lose Michael Pittman Jr. Zaire Franklin is out. Colts lose several players in trying to keep Daniel Jones, and you're not even sure if he's gonna return true to form. Meanwhile, the Falcons get to use Tua next year for free. The Vikings get to use Kyler Murray next year for free. The New York Jets get to get Geno Smith and use him for free. Some teams are getting some pretty decent QBs to play for free for their franchise for next season. And that's one interesting thing. Where will Grenard go? Allen going to the Bengals. There's a few teams that made some splashes in free agency today, adding more talent. Where will Brandon Ayuk go? Where will Deebo Samuel go? Where will Tarek Hill go if he goes anywhere? The Josh Sweat looks to be on the move, wanting out in Arizona. There's several players that are not happy with that situation and requesting trades. So it still will be a few more players that get moved. Where will Stephon Diggs end up? It's still gonna be some good players that still need to find homes this offseason. So very interested to see. I think Dallas Goedert is another person that could be on the move. Commanders are still spending money. Definitely a lot of moves in free agency. But at this time, I'm going to take a short break, run the commercial, and then I'll be back and we'll hop on some Fallout. And if y'all have any more things y'all want to rap about once I do that, feel free, feel welcome. I think when we come back, we'll move the conversation on. But this shop talk will be up in the morning. If you missed it, you can rewatch it on YouTube every morning. Make sure y'all engaging with the content. I'll be right back. Hit that subscribe, like, comment, share. Tap into the daily uploads at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you missed the live streams, you got picture in picture. And if I don't get to any questions during the live streams or the pause, drop them in the comments. I'll make it part of the weekly mailbag. If you're following on the blue, smash those reactions. I know you're an OG. Hit that like, comment, share, tap into the daily content that is the shop. If you're new to the shop, you definitely should be tapped in on the green. No ads, up to 50 emotes free for just being a follower. You do not have to be a supporter to unlock picture in picture, late night streams. Follow us on Kick. We also live on Twitch. Look out for the drops, as well as if you have Amazon Prime, it's free $99 to sub to the channel once a month. Don't let Jeff Bezos stick their money back in his pocket. If you don't use it on the shop, use it on another content creator that you like. I still call it Twitter, but follow us on X. We tweet back. If you missed the daily shop talks, make sure you tap in for the late night cap on the purple and the green. The Discord is always open. Outside of subs, donos, and cash apps, is also another way to support the content. That's by grabbing a trucker hat, a bandana, hoodies, classic barbershop, Vibe Nation, right out of the official merch store on Tactic, formerly known as Geeks Unleashed. Code Buddha at checkout to get a discount.